Going live, and we are live, people. Hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome to another one of our tool giveaways. This one is for March Madness. How's everybody doing tonight? So, let's get right into what we are looking at today. We have a bunch of these Dewalt sweatshirts. You guys have heard me talk about these sweatshirts. Let me show you what these look like here. If I can get this guy unfolded. It's hard to see on the display when you're at Lowe's looking at these, but check it out. Here's what the Dewalt looks like. So not too shabby, huh? This is one of the gray ones. This is actually the one I kept for me. This is a medium, or as I call it, extra medium. But yeah, this is what these sweatshirts look like. And man, these are thick. So these are going to keep you guys really warm out there in the cold up north. So we have a bunch of different sizes, and probably I think I have something like 7 or 8 of these to give away, and each one will be in its own separate giveaway that you'll sign up for. And let me see if these have started yet, so I can go through and show you which ones we've got. Okay, so they have started now. So let me see, XL, but they had sold out. So anyway, let's see. And I see people, oh yeah, so Mohanson was saying buffering. So hopefully it's okay now. I saw the little thing flash up that just said reconnected. So hopefully we're back and doing fine. And Martin says, greetings from Tamarack. That's like right next door to us. Pretty cool, Martin. Thanks for joining us tonight. So there's another color of the Dewalt too. So this would be one. So this is like a charcoal one. And this one I like better than the regular black ones that they have here, because it's got the yellow logo on there. The other black ones, for just whatever dumb reason, they made them black lettering on a black shirt. So it's a little bit hard to, to see it on the other ones. Let me see if I got one here. Yeah, see, like this one here, the black lettering is right here. See? So, and Wayman Overton says, I'll take a large. Yeah, so we have a bunch of those, and I'm glad I got those when I did. These were $40 in Lowe's. They got them in January. Duh, they're not going to sell down here in Florida. And they marked them down in our store. Some of them were as low as $10. Some of them I got them for 14. Some I got for 20. So I did a good score there. And then I went back the next day to see about getting more, and the whole thing was gone. So, yep. And Vinman says, hello from Boynton. And Jeff Long checked in too. Good. So we got a lot of people here showing up here tonight. What else do we have? Let me pull up the list and see what other tools are coming up. We have the, oh yeah, this is the one, where is that radio? I'm telling you, folks, we gave this away last month, and the winner never claimed it. And I emailed this guy a half a dozen times, and just amazing, he never claimed it. So it's going back into the pot, and one of you guys is going to win it tonight, huh? So you got lucky there. Got a second chance of winning it. And, like, who the heck enters for a $200 radio and then walks away from the deal, right? So that's a pretty hard one to figure out. I don't know why, but on our giveaways, every once in a while, on the real big tool, somebody ends up not claiming it. And if you remember in December when somebody won that Milwaukee rocket light that I had bought for $115 on clearance, and it took me I think 3 weeks, and I was getting ready to put it back into the mix, and the guy finally emailed me back, and I was able to get it to him. So, wow, that was cool. And let's see, is that Tal Palan is from Virginia Beach checking in. Well, cool. Thanks for joining us tonight. And KJ says, are you giving away tonight? No, tonight we're going to give you the links in a few minutes. We're going to give you the links to enter all these. But yeah, this Craftsman radio here, we are putting it, this is one of the items that you're going to win on next Sunday night. So 1 week from tonight, 8 p.m., we're going to draw the lucky winner for this guy here. And Tom Olson says, I got the High Vis Boss knit cap for $287 at Lowe's. What did I pay for the, where are those caps? The other caps. I have We're going to be giving away also like one of these. This is the Caterpillar cap. And you remember, just like last month, we did the gray ones also. I have 3 of those to give away. And I think I must have paid like $3 or $4 as well for these guys. And David Holmes says, I would love to get the radio. What Dewalt items do I have? Asks Tommy Kastner. We do have a few Dewalt items tonight. We're going down in order on the line here. Let me see what else. We got the beanies. Oh, this is everybody's perennial favorite. The Milwaukee Rafter Square. So we're probably giving away about 6 of these. So there'll be 6 lucky winners next Sunday night. And this is one of my favorites. I just love these little squares. I use these a lot, like in tiling and just, cutting pieces of wood, cutting small pieces of drywall. These are just so handy. And everybody's been trying to get their hands on these. A lot of the stores sold out before Christmas. Some people didn't even get them. And I must have had the market cornered on these, because I think I must have scored 3 dozen of these, because I've been giving away between 6 and 8 of these on every tool giveaway for the past few months. So, love that one. Nice one. By the way, these I think started out at like 19 and then they dropped to 14, and I got these at $9 up at the Boca Raton Home Depot. So that was a great score. And if you can believe it, I picked up I think a dozen one night, and there was still a dozen left that I left behind there at the end cap. So Iggy Mac says, hi, great show, bud. Thanks. You are welcome, my friend. Is there really a spring Black Friday? I think this might be it. This is our spring Black Friday. All right. The next one is, let's see what else we got on our House of Vaudeville. We have we have this again this month. Remember last month we gave away a half a dozen? I think we have like 4 or 5 of these left now. When I was in Lowe's, I just picked up the entire display of them, and I took them, and we're giving them away to you kind folks. So, cheers, y'all. And the next one we have is going to be, somebody asked about Dewalt. Did you ask about Dewalt? Yeah, baby. So this is the 511B. And this is the second one that I was able to score. Let me see if they still have the sticker on here. I don't know. I guess not. But these were $77. They're normally $129. If you go in the store right now in Lowe's, these are $129. So I scored this one for $77 on clearance, and the 511 is really the one you want. Don't go in and buy the 512s right now, because the 511, which is this one, plugs in addition to using a battery. You can plug it in case your battery's dead. But the 512 doesn't have that feature. I'm like, dude, Dewalt, man, what were you people thinking? So, what a great score this will be. We gave one of these away, I think, a month ago, too. So, let's see if any questions came in. Oh, let's see, Mike Newsom, he won one of those sheetrock kits, the saw kits. Oh, yeah, he's talking about this guy. The Crescent, the jab saws. That's what he's talking about. So, yeah, he won one. And Dr. Otto Octavius says, Jeff, have you seen my machine? I have not. So you're going to have to let us know about this machine. Can it transport me back in time of about 20 years before I bought certain items and I wouldn't have bought them? And Kent says, anything Ryobi? Yeah, there is some, and I'm going to show you tonight. And we have a Ryobi for next month. We're going to give away a Ryobi circular saw. There was so much to do this week that I just didn't have enough time to get it all entered into the software and everything. But that is on the roadmap for next week. And Cody Brown says, how long will the links be open? Well, we're going to post them in a few minutes, and they'll be up until it expires next week on the 8th. So you'll have all week. And let me see, what was the next tool after the job site fan? Oh, you asked about Dewalt. We have more Dewalt. This is such a popular tool, and I know a lot of you are going to be going, yeah, I want that. So yeah, here you go. Jigsaw, tool only though, so you got to make sure you have your battery. Same with the fan. Everything I'm showing you tonight, I believe is tool only, except for one kit that I'm going to show you that comes with the battery and a charger. But Jigsaw only is a great popular tool for people. Whenever there's buy one, get ones, this is what sells out the quickest. Okay. And while we're at it, I'm going to give you a sneak preview of what's coming down the pike next month. I didn't have enough time to get it in this week, but I'm going to be giving away a Dewalt bag that has a 4 amp hour battery in it and a DCB 115 charger. That's their standard run-of-the-mill workhorse charger, but that's, you know, sometimes I buy like these kits and I keep the tool and I don't need any more chargers, and I'm willing to give up a battery on this one too. So yeah, that'll be coming up next month. Not this week, but next month. Any Milwaukee tools, says KJ. Yes, we're going to show you one. And David Fields just checked in too, and he says, what's up? What is the next tool here? Oh, yes. Where is that thing? Oh, this one's massive. This one is the Makita 16 gauge 2.5 inch straight nailer. This one is the AF601. This normally sells for about 150 bucks, and I think I snagged it for like 60, somewhere around there. It was on the clearance. Let me see, do they have the sticker on here? No. See, I think I had bought one before. I had bought one of these before, and then I saw another one in there later, so I went back and got this one. So, yeah, this is a nice deal. This is pneumatic, so you got to have a compressor to run it. Okay. And so you know what's interesting is I get accused of a lot of things. So I guess some people are like sore losers, like if I didn't win, then it must be rigged, you know, that kind of thing. So guys were leaving comments earlier today that they don't trust, even though I do this whole thing through that whole website, and all I do is click a button and it goes in and it chooses the winner. And that takes Jeff out of the equation, right? But these people are saying, oh, you know, I see the same names coming up all over the time, you know, blah, 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 blah. You know, it is possible. We've seen the same person win more than once on an evening, you know. When you think about it, the odds are not that bad of winning a prize. So for somebody to win more than once, it does happen, yeah, without a doubt. And what else can we bring up here? What other tools are coming up? We have, oh yeah, the LED rechargeable portable light. That's this one from Coast, 1150 lumens. So to give you an idea, this is about the same amount of lumens as those big round LED lights that you buy at Home Depot and you put it up in your bedroom or in the living room or something. It's about the same. And this is like a telescopic, so you can focus the beam. See here, you can make it narrow or you can make it wide. And it's a rechargeable, so it's not like those ones that you got to keep throwing batteries in. And I think it charges by USB. Yeah, it's got all the info on the back here. Yeah, so we're giving away one of these. And this was a $40 light, and I think I picked it up on clearance for $7. So a lot of these tools that you're seeing here, we buy them very smartly for you folks. We make sure we get them nice and cheap before we give them away. And KJ says, we trust you. That's right. If you can't trust Jeff, who can you trust? Next one, after that light comes the... Oh, is that the Cobalt? The Cobalt. Where's that Cobalt? We have... These are really very useful. Very useful. These are the Cobalt, the magnetic socket holders. And you really can't see it here on the screen. I don't know if you can. But they have large laser etched sizes written on. It's not like engraved, it's more like printed on the side. Kind of like what Craftsman started doing about 15 years ago on theirs. And so these are magnetic, really strong earth magnets. It's like, I mean, you can feel it. In fact, I think if I put one against another one, it was sucking in the thing. That's stainless steel, so I don't think it's going to suck it in. But yeah, I could definitely feel it attracting other metal. Let me see if it works on this one. Nah, too far away. But we got 3 of these. These are metric, by the way. And it'll show all of the sizes when you click on the thing to enter it. And what else do we have? Oh, we see Frank B just sent in a $2 super chat. And he says, hey, from East Nerabeki. I still hate Ryobi. That rhymes too, by the way. Thank you so much for that, Frank. Yeah, we spend a lot of money on shipping and even buying all of these tools. So it helps a lot when you give super chats, and so thank you for that. And you can give a super chat at any time by clicking at the bottom of the chat window. There's that little $ in the square, and you can give any amount you want. Some people give huge amounts, some people give small, whatever they can, but hey, it all adds up. And it helps the channel out tremendously because I pretty much use that just to buy the tools and for the shipping. So, the next one. Hey, we have Ben Tambling just checked in, and so did Bob Hempstead. And they said, hey, Jeff. And we have Arnie from Alaska. Are there any grinders for the giveaway? Not this time. And if you're from Alaska, unfortunately, I don't think we ship to Alaska. And I think it's because of just the astronomical cost, because we're here in Florida. And they have really, really raked us over the coals, especially now with the gas prices rising the last few months because of the Russian war. It's almost not a viable solution to even ship anything right now. And Roxanne Dennison says, definitely not rigged. Keep doing great work, Jeff. We appreciate you. Yeah, thanks. Hey, by the way, if anybody on the stream, if you've won something from us in the past, let us know. Just spit out on the chat there. Tell us what it was that you have won from us. And that's why I try to do lots of prizes to make sure that at least a lot of people will get something. The last tool giveaway a month ago, folks, we did 50 prizes, man. And I think there's probably 40 on this one today. And any Milwaukee in this giveaway, says Aaron. Yeah, we got a couple coming up. Well, we showed you this one, the first. Stay there. We showed you this one, right? The Rafter squares. But we got a kit coming up. We have a Milwaukee kit coming up. What was the next tool on the giveaway? The Fluke. So this, I love this thing here. I'm going to try to get this. The camera focuses on my face, so I'm going to put this like close to my face so you can see what this is. This is really a great, useful tool. This is made by Fluke, and it's their GFCI outlet tester. So if you go into a bathroom or a kitchen and you plug this in on the outlet, see this button in the middle? You push the button and it trips the GFCI circuit. So when you're selling your house, the buyer's inspector is going to come in and put these in on all of your GFCI outlets, and they're going to check your outlets. These also check the wiring of all of your outlets. So you plug this in, and there's a series of lights on here, and depending on how they're lit up, it tells you if you're missing the ground or if the hot and neutral are reversed, all that sort of thing. What a great tool. Everybody should have one of these. Every homeowner needs to have one of these in their house, for sure. And especially if you're selling your house, you don't want the buyer's inspector to come in and find a bad outlet. You want to find it before you put that house up for sale and get that outlet fixed. You don't want one stupid thing on whatever they call it, their report that will chisel down the price. And Gene Miller just sent us a $5 super chat. Thank you so much for that, Gene. Gene says, thanks for all you do. And Kent Hubbard sent us a $1 super chat. Thank you very, very much for both of you. Alan Emick says he's a past winner. Yep, I remember that name. And Wade Okamura, aloha, I want a 5-piece ratcheting box wrench set. Yeah. Okay, so what else about Fluke, by the way, as a former electrical engineer myself, we love their Fluke meters. I have their digital meter that I use all the time, and as an engineering student in college, I had the Fluke meters. They make some really top-notch stuff. And I also have their non-contact tester, which is one of these looks like a little pen, and you just touch it to a wire, and if there's any energy in that wire, it'll let you know. So it's a good sanity check to see if you have voltage on a line there. And what do we got? KJ says, can I admit I want to win for the first time soon? There you go. And Robert says, please sign happy birthday to, well, please sing. Maybe he wants me to sing. You don't want me to sing, all right? Definitely you don't want me to sing. But happy birthday to Michelle from Vancouver, man. And yeah, maybe you guys will get lucky. You'll win something here, right? And then Miguel Carrell sent in a $1.99 super chat, and he says, I trust Jeff. Thank you for all your helpful videos. Yeah, we keep trying to crank out really good ones. We put up one the other night about how to hang an exterior door. So if you haven't seen that, make sure you do. And then, of course, for those of you folks up north, you know, we don't install the sill, what do they call it, the sill pan down here in Florida. Of course, unless you have a wood subfloor. But just remember that if you watch that video, somebody called me out on that last night. I'm like, yeah, okay. Nobody in Florida, I've never seen them install the sill pan on a pre-hung door. I don't know why, but because we don't, I make sure I seal the bottom of it with silicone. And Pete S. sends a $10 super chat, and he says, Jeff, enjoying those Craftsman clearance tool chests you gave us a heads up on. Also, the Dewalt bandsaw, yeah, those were both really great deals. And you know what? Pete, people are still finding that Craftsman chest. Somebody posted on our Deal Team 6 Facebook, I think it was on the Facebook page yesterday. They're still finding these. These are those chests that I think there were like 5 or 6 drawers that were $2.99, and people are buying these things for $50 now. It's insanity. But I haven't seen them in any of my local Lowe's, and we're already sold out. So a lot of times you see these awesome clearance deals, they're posted, but you go into your store and it's already, it was never even at clearance price because the store had ran out and they didn't need to put them at clearance. But yeah, it's amazing, some of these deals we've been seeing on those Craftsman storage things. Part of the reason is they brought out that new line that came out, and we showed you that on one of our live streams there, right? What's next here after that? Socket tester, the compact area light. So that's this guy. And we gave away a few of these last month, and I got to tell you guys, I love these. Now, we know our friend Shaka says Ryobi's trash. He always tells us that. But this is one of the most useful lights around. This comes in a 2-pack. And let's see, it runs off a regular Ryobi battery. And I use this almost every day. And I was using it several days last week. And even friends of mine that see me use it go, wow, and they grab it from me and they go take it to their end of the project and they start working. So this, I take these, I set them up inside like the kitchen sink vanity or the bathroom vanity, and it just lights up the whole inside of that thing like sunlight. It's incredible. And there's 3 different brightness settings on there. Great tool. I think we have a couple of these that we're giving away. I must have given away like 6 of those last month, during the giveaway there last month. And let's see, Marcy says, unfortunately, I was scammed in January. I'm always careful with my personal info, and they got me. I felt so stupid. I'm still scared handling them what they wanted. Marcy, were you referring to the guys that come and leave comments on our channel that try to make it look like they're me? I've heard, whenever I see them, I shut them down. But I've heard that people said that they see it on Vince's channel too, on VCG, and some of the other channels. But these guys will come on that. They create a page that looks like me, and they steal my image, so you think that it's coming from me, and it even has my name. But the actual channel is not me, it has nothing to do with me. And they'll go leave a comment, and they'll go say, hey, you won the prize, call us on WhatsApp. And, you know, that's what happens. And unfortunately, they sometimes can scam people, but I'm very quick about finding those and getting them shut down. So make sure if anybody contacts you in the comments, if anybody replies to any of your comments and pretends to be me, it's not me, because that's not how I contact you. If you win the prize, we have your email address, and I email you, so it comes from me. Okay, and if I ever email you and say you won a prize and here, send us money, blah blah blah, don't do it. The only time I ask for anything is if it's a big package like that fan and the shipping is expensive. I ask that you work with me and do the eBay hack, and I put it up on eBay for 99 cents, and you just click on it and you pay the 99 cents, and then that gives me the, like 50% off on the shipping, because I have to pay regular rack rate full retail price on shipping. But when we do it through eBay, we get their economies of scale. So that's really the only time you'll see it from me. And then Robert Shadow sent us a $5 super chat. Thank you, Robert, for that. And Ken Hubbard says, coming to Florida 5th through the 13th. Where are you located? We're in Fort Lauderdale. So there you have it. And Iggy Mac says, your fans know you're legit. There will always be haters. Yeah, pretty much. And Gary Glenn sent us a $19.99 super chat. Thank you, Gary, for that. And he says, as usual, I probably won't win, but I can contribute to the winners. There you go. That's the spirit. And Marcy says, yes, I should have asked you about it. Oh, so yeah, you did. How much did you send them, if you don't mind me asking? I know a lot of times, I mean, these people are clever. There is just some really clever people. Don't fall for the old, I'm a general in the Nigerian army and you're the key to unlocking $60 million. They don't fall for those emails anymore. So these guys have gotten really, really crafty, and be especially wary when your friends that you already know and have on Facebook, when they contact you and send you a friend request. That means their account just got hacked. And a friend of mine just went through that last week, and he went through hell and high water to get his account back. So what else do we have? What other giveaway? We have, okay, the Inflator. Somebody asked about Milwaukee. We have Milwaukee, and this is a good one. I know you guys are going to love this one. I got this for $119. It might have even been $99. And normally just the compressor alone, I think, is $119. But this is a kit, folks. So this comes with a charger. Is it the CP 2.0 battery? And I think a bag. I'm not sure. And a couple of little accessories to plug it onto different things. Was that the inflator nozzle? Probably for a mattress. And I see the little tube one that blows up the balls. And the one for your car. So I have another one. I haven't opened up mine yet, but we are going to do a tool review on that. And the sound you just heard was the Dewalt fan dropping. So it may not arrive alive, folks. And Ken Hubbard says, I will be in Pensacola. Yeah, that's way up on the panhandle there. And I think, isn't Pensacola where the Blue Angels, where they hang out? And Sonia says, friend had their Instagram hacked and they asked for $300 to get it back. You know what? I would tell them, screw you. And I would go and do like a Jeff Ostroff 2 and set up a whole new one. Just walk away from it. And Steve Guzman says, hello from San Diego. What other ones do we have here? The safety glasses. We got more Milwaukee. So, yeah, these I got, I think, for like half price. I think we have 4 or 5 of these to give away. So there'll be plenty of lucky winners. And these are anti-scratch, all-day comfort. You can use these outside. So this is great because sometimes I'll set up my table saw, or tomorrow, for example, I'm doing the backsplash at my friend's kitchen, that big kitchen project you've been seeing. So we've been kind of waiting a few weeks. I've been, done with the kitchen cabinet install. So they've been enjoying their kitchen. But now they were waiting for their tile to come in. So I'll set up my tile saw outside, and I'll use these when I go out there because it's bright down here in the Florida sun. And the cordless compact, well, that was the Ryobi one. Which was the other one? Oh, okay. Yeah. So this one I'm gonna, for some reason I had that Ryobi one on there twice. I don't know why. So let me make sure I don't have, I'm going to put the links up in a second here. I'm going to need to make sure that I don't have it listed twice. Huh? It can't find them. Let me see, right, let me go light. I may even have to add them a little bit later after the stream is over. Okay, so I'm going to take these, what I have now, these links. I'm going to stick them into the stream. So let me go into edit the video, and I'm going to put these links in. I'll let you know when they're in, and then you can just simply refresh. Okay. Let me put this in for you, and I'll let you know. Okay, so they're all in. And thank God we didn't go over the 5,000 character limit. That happened to us one time. There was so many prizes, I couldn't fit all the links because you have a 5,000 character limit. Okay, so if you go in now, and let me double check that they are there. If you go in, I can see the links. I just refreshed. And every week, every month, when we do this, somebody always says, I don't see the links. They're not there. Make sure you refresh, and if it doesn't work, then maybe close the window and pop open a new one or something. But the links are all there. So I want to see if y'all can see them. Let me see if if you guys can see it, let me know down in the chat there. Where are the links, says Isaac. So when you click on the description, the video description, you should see it. And if you don't see it, some of you, if you're on a phone or something, you may have to say see more, click on see more or view more, whatever they call it, and to make it expand and show them. Otherwise, on your desktop, just hit the refresh on your screen now. And so Bob Hempstead was asking, how do I enter to win? I just put those links in the video description right now. So make sure. Okay, so Lewis says he sees the links. Isaac is still asking. Make sure you just hit the refresh, click on the video description there, and you'll see them. Each one has a little hammer icon in front of it. So there should be somewhere around 20 of them. And I got to find out why. Oh, there it is. The Ryobi light is on there. Okay. So I don't have to worry about that. That light is there. Good. Everybody can see this. So Grandma Chris says, where are they? So what you got to do is refresh this page. So you go up to the top of your browser window and look for that little circular arrow thing and click on that. And that reloads the page. Because remember, the version of the page you're looking at is the one you came in on 30 minutes ago. And now that we've added the links, you have to refresh it and make this page kind of reload again from up on YouTube. And Tool Nerd says they are there. And yeah, speaking of Tool Nerd and Ted McDonald and all these other guys that you'll probably see in here tonight from Deal Team 6, you have them to thank for some of this too, because a lot of times, we all help each other finding these really great clearance deals, and sometimes there'll be glitches, right? And we get online in time and order these glitches that only last 3 hours, and boom, you got it. And so sometimes a lot of these deals, these tools that you have, are from kits that I've broken up. Sometimes they're just clearance deals that we found. And I'm going to show you another sneak peek for next month. I'll give you something to look forward to for another month or so. So this is is this the SDS? Yes, the SDS rotary hammer from Dewalt. So this is one of the prizes that we're going to do next month. And I showed you guys earlier the Dewalt bag with the charger and a battery that we're giving away. And we have another one next month that will be, let's see, where's Mike Johnson? I can't find Mike Johnson. Have you seen Mike Johnson? Where's Mike Johnson? Here's Mike Johnson. Well, I found another one of these, if you can believe it. I was in Lowe's, one of the Lowe's the other day, and you guys saw me buy like 3 or 4 of these a couple of months ago at 50% off. So I snagged this one too. Same price, it was like $47 from 99, green laser. What's good about this is it's just so tiny, So this is perfect for a DIYer. I think it has a range of 30 feet, and its accuracy is 3/16 of an inch at 30 feet. So we'll be giving that away next month as well. And Rick says links will be there all week. Yeah, calm down. I like that. Settle down, y'all. Yeah, you have until 8 p.m. next Sunday, and I have no control over that expiration, so don't ask me to extend it or anything. I set it, and the website will automatically just at 8 p.m. next week cut off. So don't wait until next week when we do the live stream to come in and enter, because you're going to be late. It's gone. You missed the boat. The ship left the station, and you weren't on it, folks. And Jashij says, I got that Johnson for $46. Yep, there you go. So yeah, hope everybody has enough time to enter all of these. And let me just give you a couple of warnings too, guys. I think there's the thing in there that gives you like an extra entry if you share it with a friend. So my advice to you is don't share it to your wife that has an IP address in the same house. So they have software and all sorts of algorithms that try to prevent people from gaming the system and all that. And sharing it to a friend and coming from the same IP address looks to them like a scam, like you're scamming them. So make sure that if you send it to your wife, that it's like maybe at work or on her phone, and she's not on the phone on the Wi-Fi at home either. It's got to be two completely separate IP addresses. Because I've had a lot of people talk about that, and each time when I look at the winners and I see like what were disqualified entries, and you can see a lot of them were for that reason. And Ernie says, saw your video of the exterior door install. What do you think of the composite shims? And can you use a speed square for true and plumb? Well, you don't use any square for true and plumb. You just use the square to tell you if you're 90 degrees. But I prefer to use the carpenter square because you want a good length this way and you want a good length that way, okay? But you use the 6-foot level for plumb, and you have to check plumb in both directions. The side of the frame, right, this way, and then you flip it around 90 degrees and come outside the door and you do the plumb this way, right? Because remember, your door has to be level, or I got corrected on that yesterday. It's not level, like it's plumb. The door has to be plumb, meaning perfectly vertical this way. And then the outside of the frame also can't be, the door can't be leaning forward or backwards. So you do plumb that way. So I would not think that those little rafter squares would be enough for you. I just don't, Ernie, on that. And yes, composite shims are fine. I use them all the time as well. I use a composite of composite shims and wood shims when I'm doing the cabinets. Sometimes it's just easier to work with the black ones. Sometimes it's easier to work with the wood that comes more to a sharper point. Sometimes if you need just the 16th, the black shims are just a little bit thicker than that, and so they won't really be easy for you to use. So yeah, make sure you guys check out that video. And I put up another video talking about the Champlain Towers North, the sister building to the one that collapsed. So I put that video up, I think, about a week ago, and people are getting nervous down there because we already showed you a month ago how they added shoring poles in the garage. People are going like, what's wrong? What's going on? What are you guys so afraid of that we have to add these shoring poles? But now they added some to the patios on the outside. So people are really getting nervous on that. And CJC says, can someone win more than one giveaway? Yes. I believe I had a record either last month or the month before. Somebody won three. They were small prizes, but they won 3 of them. I've also seen repeat offenders where somebody wins like this month and then also won a prize the next month too. Yeah, so that can definitely happen, and it does happen, and it happens frequently. And Ryan says, do I enter for everyone, or does one entry get me? You have to enter each tool individually. And I would caution all of you that when you're entering, like, the jigsaws and the fans and all that stuff, make sure you have a battery already, because these don't come with batteries. They're bare tool. And so unless I specifically said it's a kit like this. So this one, you don't have to worry about it. It comes with a battery. But you're probably still going to want a second battery because 2 amp hours, not going to be enough. So, so if let's say, for example, you're going for these Ryobi LED lights, these run off of Ryobi batteries. So you got to have Ryobi batteries. And JTJ Photography sent a $5 super chat, and he says, thanks for your very informational videos. Awesome channel. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Sonia says it will delete your entries, so you wasted your time. Yeah, and it won't tell you. It's like ghosting. It just kind of doesn't tell you that your entry didn't go anywhere either. So people think that they got away with it. And so if you guys have any other questions, let us know. Just post it right here. We got a couple of minutes left here, and we will do a little Q&A if you want any. And then some of the videos that we're working on, as you know, that major kitchen remodeling project, I'm hoping this week to start putting together all the video that we shot over the last month, and then the backsplash that we'll be working on over the next couple of days. We may have to split it up into a few videos depending on how long it gets, because there's some pretty tough engineering dilemmas that we had to solve there, particularly in putting that refrigerator in the corner at 45-degree angle. Now, I got a lot of comments from people saying, oh, you're an idiot. That's a stupid design. You put that fridge at a 45-degree angle. You wasted all that space. No, we did not, folks. So we built an enclosure around the refrigerator. And if you roll out the refrigerator, you cut a hole in that 45-degree enclosure. Now you can get into that space. And the big triangle space behind the fridge that everybody thought is wasted, no, you can still get to it. You can get to it all the way up to the ceiling, 10 feet up. You can put shelves up there and store stuff. So we spent a lot of engineering time in that kitchen making it so that you could absolutely use up every square inch. And in some places where the cabinets don't go full depth when you're going like deep, like over the pantry unit, we had to buy 2 cabinets and slice them and put them together. You know, and that took a lot of man hours and stuff to do things like that. But this way we ended up with full depth cabinets going all the way to the wall. And Ernie says, when hanging pre-hung interior doors, I see some take the door off the hinges and some leave it on. Which do you prefer? If you got 2 people, you put one guy on one side of the door and another guy on the other side of the door, and it's fine leaving it on the hinges. Sometimes I find it's just easier to remove the door, so all you're dealing with is the frame, because the door is going to swing. It's going to pull the frame like this. You think you have it set plumb and everything and true, and all of a sudden the door swings open. So yeah, either or. There's really no. That's whatever your preference is on that. And that is a good question, because that kind of does come up a lot. And how do you win from a phone? Well, Eddie, if you have the phone and you're watching this video and you look at the description, you should still see the links even on your phone. You could click on that link, and that link will still take you to the website, and you can still enter right on your phone and win. So, and what else? What other question did we have here? And Sean says, thanks for the tutorial for installing the pre-hung door. Helpful. Yes. And then don't forget, too, with these, the pre-hung doors, a lot of people think that, okay, if you use expanding foam, that it's going to, like, warp the frame and that it's going to put it out of plumb and level and all that. It's not, because the foam, when it expands, is going to shoot out the front and the back, you know, where the hole, the space was. It's not going to do this to the side of your frame. So I wouldn't worry about it, but I do like to use lower expanding foam. I think on that video the other night, I was using that tight foam. So that was a pretty good foam there. And it cuts easier and better than the yellow foam does, I think, when you have to slice it afterwards. And any new videos on car cleaning products? Yeah, Tom, we're gonna we have a whole bunch that we started filming already. Some on let me see, I did the tire cleaning one. So he's talking about over on our other channel, the carbuyingtips.com channel here on YouTube, and we do a lot of car care product reviews there. And Turtle Wax sent us a whole bunch of stuff to review. So we've been slowly working through the product line there. And the next one we have coming up is like comparing the Meguiar's tire endurance gel to this new Turtle Wax stuff that came out. And we've also done prior ones like that too. I always tell people to stay away from the foam cans of the tire dressing, because it barely lasts a day. And Ernie says, I'm doing a remodel. When doing new interior lining, do you recommend 12-2 or 14-2? Well, lining is typically done with the 14-gauge wires. And 12-gauge wires are usually your electric and outlets and stuff like that. So 12-gauge is 20 amp, 14-gauge is 15 amp. Some older houses, condos from the 70s and 80s, sometimes they wire the lighting together with the outlets in some of the bedrooms and bathrooms and all that. And so there, you just maintain whatever's already there, unless you're going to run new wire yourself. But typically, especially now with LEDs, you don't need that much. So 14 gauge is fine. And our good friend Shaka Gillis just checked in. He's got a news flash for us. He says, "Good evening. Ryobi tools are." We got to send him one of these. I'm telling you, Shaka, you got to enter. You got to enter. You will not be saying trash once you see this. And, I mean, you can't beat this lovely shade of green. It's so incredible. You'll love this. Love it. And you'll probably see it in our videos that we do on the kitchen cabinet installation that we were working on last month. And Dwight Kroon says, "Hi, new to the channel." Well, good. Glad to have you here, Dwight. I see Howie Z is back also. Okay, let's see. Any other questions? Superb Quality says Ryobi is for DIY, and something I've looked at is the bevel chop saw, and badass. And John Moger says, can you put the car website here in the comments, please? Let me go pull up the YouTube channel, because the YouTube channel is different than the website address. Just because you can't say .com. Car buying tips. No. Go put it into the YouTube. I'll put it in the YouTube search and find the channel, and I'll post our channel. And there's the channel. So let me post the channel. Let me get the channel there. Boom. I will post it there, and you can tell me if it works, if the link works for you. So it's coming in right now on the chat. So there's the YouTube channel. And then if you want to go to our regular website where we have years of advice on buying cars, we've been up since 1999 there. There's the website. I just entered it there, carbuyingtips.com. And, oh yeah, and 24 Bird says, literally just finished a PEX manifold for the house. Cool. And I sure hope PEX doesn't turn out to be like polybutylene, you know. In the 70s, that gray piping, you know, the polybutylene was supposed to be the plumbing of the future. And now people are getting floods. It was banned in 1995, I think it was. My house was built 3 years before it. I have it. I had one leak that I was able to fix myself, luckily. But if I get another one, in my particular layout, it won't be too hard to replace it, to get rid of it. And Drake's Motor Guitars and Guns says, I don't know how to win. I entered it. Which one? If you entered, yeah, we draw next Sunday night. We will pick we come back and do another live stream next Sunday night at 8 p.m. and we'll pick all of the winners. Did you guys hear that chirp in the background? I don't know if you heard that. We got a duck, little duckling.
I was just about to show.
Oh, there's the duckling. Yeah, bring the duckling. So my girls rescued a duckling the other day in the parking lot that was stuck in some goo. Put it right here. There's the duckling. Hello, duckling. Turn around there and say hi. Say hi, duckling.
Say hi.
So they rescued it. They cleaned him. They cleaned him off with some Dawn detergent. And we're going to find a little, one of those wildlife rescue places that tries to find a family for them and puts them back in with a family.
Well, we're actually going to raise it till it's a teenager and run it.
I doubt that. We're turning into a zoo here at our house. We have so many animals now. And what do you think about the future of electric pickup trucks? I thought that Congress had something mandated that they wanted all vehicles to be electric by some year, I don't know, in the 2030s or something like that. I would just like to see them get the price of it down. Right now, if you compare electric vehicles to gas, it's 50% of the cost. Okay, the problem is that huge outlay. Not everybody can afford those $60,000 cars, you know. And then all that you have to do to your house to put that charger in, that's a few $1,000s on top of that. So it's fine if you want to do that and, you know, not have to use gas. Nothing wrong with that. I would just like to see the cost down a lot lower on that. And yeah, Ernie says, I almost threw up when I saw the price of a 4x8 OSB yesterday. Yep. And copper hit an all-time high a few weeks ago. We just had to have an electrician come in at a friend's house a couple of weeks ago and change out her electric panel because she had a fire. And that cost $2,500. And this is in a condo. So her panel's like this, not like everybody else. $2,500. And 10 years ago, I paid $1,300 in one of my condos to have a Zinsco replaced, which is not allowed by code anymore. So I had to have a new one put in. And Iggy says, there have been adapters that will go from the old stuff to the new PEX if you just need to fix a leak. Yeah, and that is true. What I did, Iggy, with that, I had a leak on my polybutylene piping coming out of the wall by the toilet. And what I did there, I found a shark bite, and it's a shark bite that converts from poly to copper. I'm like, what a great idea. So I just compressed it on, took a little stub of copper pipe, put that on there, and then put the compression valve right on the end of that copper. So that's how I did it. Now, I don't mind using a shark bite outside of a wall, because then I can always monitor it and see if there's a leak. I would never put a shark bite inside of a wall. Most real plumbers will tell you they don't like shark bites. And there's probably, you know, I've seen a few videos on YouTube where they, you know, they compare them and see how they do. They check them out over temperature change and stuff like that. And I hope I'm pronouncing this right. Foy Leung, shout out from the Caribbean. I like that. I like it. We get people from the UK, from Australia, from even Russia and Ukraine. So that's pretty cool. And retired hockey mom Lulu says the majority of Southern California cannot afford a car, let alone an electric vehicle. Yeah, and that's a shame. I just wish it was more viable, and I'm hoping that as time goes by and more competitors enter the space, that the economy of scale will bring the prices down. Did you know the battery is 1/3 of the price of your electric car? So those batteries are like $20,000. And there was that dude in Dubai, I don't know if you saw the video a month ago, he blew up his Tesla because it was going to cost something like $30,000 or $40,000 to repair the car. I'm like, wow. But, you know, they got money to burn over there, you know. Also, you only get about, on the best cars, you only get about 300 miles range. So my brother-in-law that has one, when he goes up to Disney World, and it's a 3-hour drive from here, they have to stop. Well, maybe not there. I think when they go further up the state, they have to stop for 30 minutes and charge at a rest stop there. And Steve Guzman says, Jeff, have you used the Makita 16-gauge finish nailer? If so, what do you think of it? I have not used it. The only battery one that I have right now that I've used is I have the Ryobi Airstrike, because it was such a great deal when I got it like 2 years ago. And I tell you, a lot of guys swear by that Ryobi 18-gauge brad nailer, the Airstrike. I was using it over the last few weeks and didn't have a single problem with it. I have a pneumatic Dewalt, which I think is the best one out there, the one with the yellow tip, the precision point tip. If you go pneumatic, that's definitely the one to get. But in terms of the nailers, the ones that everybody really rave about is that M18 one from Milwaukee. They say it's better than the battery-operated Dewalt one because people complain about that. Dewalt has a wind-up where it goes like, and then shoots it, whereas the Milwaukee just shoots the brad nail. So, you know, you want to read the reviews on them and see what people like and what they don't like about it. And KJ says, I ran 100% of my PEX with 0 connectors. That's the way to do it, man. All home runs. You don't have to worry about anything leaking inside the wall. I used to see that a lot on Mike Holmes. If you remember that show, Holmes on Homes, they used to show it on HGTV. And up in Canada, that's been going on already for 20 years. But they show these beautiful, massive manifolds in the basement with all these red lines and all these blue lines coming out of it. And it just goes right from there to the fixture upstairs in the bathroom, nonstop. Best way to do it if you can ever make it happen that way. And superb quality Tesla, jumping a famous California street, going 10 feet over the jump. Oh, I got to see that one. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And let's see, Karma says, I need that Milwaukee M12 compact inflator. I'm going to do a tool review video. I have that one, and I have a Ryobi one, and I'm going to get I have the lower model Ryobi one. I'm going to get their next one up, and I want to get the Makita, the Dewalt, and the Ridgid, and test them all, and do a video on that. And Rick says, what are going to do to put batteries in planes to fly? Yeah, right. So what I have to do with batteries is you're really not supposed to ship batteries airmail. So I can't send them by 2-day priority mail. Any kit that I ever send with a battery in it, I have to do it by ground. So I usually send it UPS or FedEx ground. So that's something to remember. That's why if you go into FedEx and they ask you what are you shipping, if you say a drill, they're going to go, is there a battery in here? Yeah. Oh, you can't do it. And sometimes they'll send you to a different FedEx facility that forces FedEx ground. That way it can't be done any way other than that. Yeah, so Dave was asking about what about Ridgid Nailers? I don't know anything about them, so you'll have to ask. Maybe somebody on the stream knows. Look at the reviews on them. I will tell you that their tools have lifetime warranty, and a lot of guys love that. They swear by it. So even when it breaks down, so what? You send it back, and they give you a new one. And let's see. The Dewalt one is nice, says Mad Monkey. And Daniel says, Milwaukee, Dewalt, or Flex? Well, that's sort of a loaded question because each has really great tools. I haven't used any of the Flex yet, but I have a lot of Dewalt tools and I have a lot of Milwaukee tools. And each one is sort of good in its own right. Some of them are like exactly the same, like neither is better than the other one. So that's a pretty hard one to answer. I don't think I have do I have a bad... The only tool I don't like from the Dewalt, maybe I just don't have enough experience with it yet, is that little zip, that thing that cuts the drywall. It broke 2 of the bits that came with it within 5 minutes. So I'm like, oh. So now I have to experiment with finding maybe some of the what do they call it? The zip, what's that other one? The zip cutter. I'll have to find that brand and see if those bits do any better in it. Maybe I just need more experience with it. And Dave says he loves the Ridgid lifetime warranty. Best out there, had high impact Milwaukee crap out after a dozen uses. So I learned best ain't always best. And last year I had a, let me pull this up. What I'm showing you here is a Dewalt 4 amp battery, but last year I had a 5 amp battery that came with my fan kit, and like a week later it just stopped working. It wouldn't hold a charge. So I called Dewalt, and they had me read off like the date code on here. And I think they asked me when was it bought. I don't remember. I pulled up the receipt. I don't remember if he asked me to email him the receipt. But he didn't even have me send the battery back. He just sent me a new battery. And he sent me a 6 amp hour. But that was awesome. So DeWalt's program is really good. So is Channel Lock, too. Same thing. I didn't have to send anything back. I just sent them a photograph of the defective ratchet. And within 48 hours, there was one in my hand. So both of them are really good. And Juan Ricardo Barriza Felix, that's a long name, bro. He says, hey, I like your videos. I live in Phoenix. Well, cool. And Tool Nerd's checking out. He says, have a great night, everybody. I think we're going to check out, too, any second now. And let me just make sure there wasn't any other important questions that came in. And Rick says, Tool Review Zone did a video on the Milwaukee cordless 6-gallon vac. No, I have not seen that one. That is pretty interesting. I have their small, what do we call it? What are we calling that one? It's the one that runs off the M18 battery. It's not a fuel vac, though, but it's a great little vac. It's a 2-gallon, right, about this big, and it's rectangular, so it's great because you can pile stuff on top of it when you're stacking things. But anytime I empty out a toilet or have to drain out like a little leak in a sink or something, that thing sucks it all right up. 2 gallons worth at a time. It's beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. And Landshark says, can you please start over? And yeah, so pretty much, guys, it doesn't matter what brand you go with. You can find a great tool, right? Even, Shaka says he doesn't like, Ryobi, but I have a few Ryobi tools, and I love the tools that I have. They work great. They do their job great. And you don't have to spend $500 on the top-end tool. If you can earn money, if that screwdriver drives that screw and you're a handyman and you make money with it, hey, then that's all you need. Anyway. All right, guys, so the links are in the description for all of the giveaway there. And make sure you have until next week at 8 p.m., but don't wait until 8 p.m. We will draw the winners next Sunday night and another live stream, just like we're doing right now here. And we'll draw the winners then. And we'll see all of you then. And have a great week, everybody. And have a productive week. And we'll see you next Sunday.